Hello everybody, how are you all doing? Hope you're having a wonderful day. I'm having a day. I was doing some work for a project and I realized, hey, what's going on? I can't view any of this cool nanite stuff. And I did some research and apparently my version of Windows didn't support nanite. It didn't support the DirectX 12 that was available to them. So I was unfortunately forced to update my operating system. So now I'm running on a newer version of Windows 10. I'm not running Windows 11. No, I'm gonna wait quite a while for that. But I tested it. It seemed to work. The downside is, I'm still reinstalling things, so we're not going to play Assassin's Creed tonight. I wanted to. I got it all set up, and then I found out that apparently save games for Assassin's Creed does not save to the cloud. So that file's lost. I'm going to see if I can't find like a save file editor or something and follow the stream as best I can and reset all those settings so that we're back exactly where we were. At the very least, I'm going... worst case scenario, I'm going to play Assassin's Creed offline, get us to the exact same story point, to heck with all the other optional stuff. And hopefully that will get us back to where we need to for that video. And I hope I can get that ready soon. Don't know when. Lot to do on that. Alright, so today, since I don't have access to a whole lot of stuff, it was either play more Shadow of Mordor, or Shadow of War, rather, which I like and I enjoy, but I'm not sure everybody on YouTube likes. I mean, I'm looking at it, and my biggest YouTubes are the ones where I do Unreal Engine stuff, so I figured, let's do some Unreal Engine stuff. Definitely having some fun with Star Citizen and Unreal Engine. I am currently compiling shaders right now, but you can see exactly what's going on. So here we are at this little stage. I'm having the girls duplicate all of the guys' setups except swapping out their materials because at the moment I'm assuming that they're all identical. At least for this one suit. Now you're probably questioning, why do I have two of the same suit here and why is one a little different? The answer to that is actually fairly simple. We are running into an issue with the shaders. Let me show you what I mean. It doesn't show up unless I restart the editor, and I'm not going to do that right now. So I have all the layers here, and they're all working just as advertised, as they should, and it's fantastic, except with this top layer, it actually doesn't it doesn't want to compile because it's adding too many textures. There's just too many texture layers in with this one extra layer. So what we have to do is we need to figure out a way of creating the same effect, but without doing all the different layers. So that's going to be what we do today. I have a couple of ideas in mind. I don't know if they're going to work or not, but at the very least, they should help reduce the number of textures that are being used in the shader network. Hopefully, it may still end up with the same issue, but it's a concept. Let me get some music going because my headset was starting to die on me. So there we go. Little bit of Star Citizen music. All right, so the concept that I have right now is we cannot just layer these on because the way the Star Citizen layers work is very different from how they work in Unreal Engine. And in order to get the same effects, I need to add layers and layers and layers. This is creating instances upon instances for the same textures. What we need to do is we need to build a method where we set up a texture once, and then we can pipe that into all the different various functions. So, to do that, we're going to start with a new function. I am currently calling this Blend 4 Layers, because I don't really have a better name for it right now. So with Blend 4 Layers, what it's going to do is basically it's going to take the 4 material layers, and using a input of colors, it's going to pump that into a single material and pump that out. What we're going to do then is we can actually take this and use it twice. Once for the wear layers, one for the color layers. So this makes things a lot easier on us because we're only having to summon these instances once on each build. So let's get to this. So it's probably going to be easier if I just show you what I'm thinking. So we have an input here. We're going to set this to a material. So this is one of our basic, materials. Let me just actually grab one real quick. Let's say Veshmino. We're just going to pump that in, and we'll probably be fixing these up too. Actually, do I want that one or do I want this one? I think I want this one. We're gonna remix all these anyway, so it's not immaterial. So this will be layer 1, which is going to be our base layer. So then we'll have layer 2, which is then masked with red, which is what I'm typing in here. We'll have layer 3, masked with green, and then finally layer 4, masked with blue. So, you know what? Let's see, rubber, paint latex, and neoprene. Just so we can easily see the differences. Okay, so now we are going to need, I can actually minimize these because I don't need to see what the previews for materials are. So for this guy, we're actually going to call this the mask layer. Masks. And normally you do, okay, well, what the hell? What's going on? What are you complaining about? I just charged you. What the hell? I guess it wasn't listening to me. There we go. Okay, so we have the masks. Now, normally, we would bring in a texture 2D or some sort of texture. We'd set it, and then we'd mask it off. Not this time. We're trying to reduce our numbers. So what we're actually going to do is bring in a vector 3. So with the vector 3, that's just going to bring in the RGB values that we need for the masks. So we can actually create the RGB out in another world, and we'll just use that. Let me actually find a decent texture that I could use. That's an alpha. I don't really have a good texture I can just drop in here. I'm going to have to fix that. I mean, I know that the masks should just be straight up... yeah, we'll just use this. It's all black, but, good enough. And actually, I think for... let me actually just bring this in. Temporarily, just so it's easy to see, I'm going to bring in the Rsi texture. This will be the one that we put in at the end for the. Now, we're not actually. We could use preview. At any rate, we'll just pump that in. Yeah, I'm gonna say that these are the required values, all 4 of these. So we're gonna have. Let's figure this out. That's gonna be 1, 2. Come on, 3, 4. And this will be. I could put 5, but I'm wondering if I should put it up higher. No, I'm not. No. This will be 5. Oh, okay. So that's 5. So it'll go in these layers, and there are more options that we're gonna have to pump into this, but this is our starting point. So, mask or no. Breakout float component 3. So now we have this. So we can we start with this, and we do alert. Oh. Blend material. Matte layer blend. Simple? Standard? Yeah. And that will be the top layer, with the alpha being red. And now, copy paste. That's now the base. That's the top, with that being green. Copy paste. Top, bottom, green. Plug that in. And it crashes. Oh, why am I not surprised? Alright. Texture reference index none. I think I might actually have to send this one. More than likely what happened was that there's something wrong with the material setup. I've been doing a lot of testing with this, so that was more than likely the issue. I don't need that or that on my desktop. Yeah, that was just odd. So... yeah. Oh, good. Alright, let's, Alright, what happens if I just plug this in? Okay, that's fine. That's good. Weird, it won't let me. Oh, you know what? Maybe it's not compiled yet, and that's what it is. Okay, so blend standard. Let's plug that in, plug that in. Component. Breakout. Breakout! Alright, let's see if that crashes. Yes, that crashes it. Okay. So, gotta go with a different setup. I still think that setup's working. It's just the preview materials I have are probably not working because they're instances of functions. Which should work, but there's just been so many problems with trying to instance a material function that I really want to try and fix that. Like, I want to dig into the code and get it working. I just don't know how. Blend material attributes. No. Matte, layer blend, normal, standard. Okay, take that one and that one and component. Breakout components 3. I'll never not love all this music. Will I get bored of it? Maybe one day. Okay, so that seems to be working, just without the previews. So yeah, it was the fact that it was a material function instance. I might actually force a reproduction and then give them that note. So, on the most basic level, this should be what makes everything much easier to work with. So, let's just do a set material attributes. Actually, no. Make material. Make material attributes. I'm going to set this to white. And now, set material attribute. Base color. That all in, and now I need 3 colors here. We'll just do red, green, and blue. Okay. So, this is now a perfect representation of what the channels are outputting. Can I hide, like, Nope. So yeah, it's gonna take these materials, bring them in, and then mask them into these channels. This is effectively what we want. So let's apply that, save that. There's definitely going to be more things we got to do because, yeah, we might have to. Actually, no, we can do that in the max. Okay. So now. All right, content browser and content browser. All right, so. So, here is our current version of the cloth static setup. And quite frankly, this is bad. So, what we're going to do is basically just grab all this stuff, delete. I'm going to take that out and delete that. And now we're going to come back and start blending our functions. So our masks, I believe, are slot 12. I'm going to have to open up the material. I forgot to do that. It'd be nice if it actually showed up there, but nope. New system. Everything's wiped. Okay. Oh, no. Not spaceships. Characters. Alright, and this is body or human male armor. Okay. Alright, and we are working on cloth material M, so let's see. The blend material is slot 12. So, let's just copy and paste this. Bring that up here. Plug that in. And now this gets plugged into here. That's going to save us a couple of draw calls, at least on the material side. So this will be our base layers. Actually, this base layer was what we call it. And now this. Wear layer. So 11 is actually our wear map. So rather than try and build it into here, we're actually going to composite it on top. Or should we? I mean, we could easily just, composite it on top inside each one of these just by plugging it in and then masking it. So, matte layer blend standard. Let's just get this going. So this is a WDA map. Wear, dirt, ambient occlusion. So wear goes in there. This is going to be all of our wear maps. Now in here, we need we can set up a whole bunches of settings, but we can also build them out in here. So this is our wear map. Okay. Now let's apply a dirt map, a dirt color. So, okay, get material attributes. Now I don't know what material attributes are actually affected by dirt other than color. So at the moment we're just going to assume color. Set material attributes. Base color. So just plug that in. Yeah, we're missing layers. Yes, I get that. Let's just do a lerp. Now, there is another material we have to set up here. And so I'm just going to do that right here. And that is the ambient occlusion, which is right here. There we go. I pull that back and that back a little bit, just so we have a little bit more. And no, okay, so that's basically setting everything up. That's from the top layer so far. So yeah, what else is there to set in the public parameters? You know what? This thing is not wrapping. I need that word wrap. There we go. Looks like we've got blend map tiling. Well, that's this, so... I would love to actually be able to get it so this is a material instance, but that may not be possible. Alright, so blend map tiling. I'm just going to set the default to 1 because that's actually what the value is. Yeah, I don't care. I want to save. Oh, you know what? Maybe I should multiply this. That would have been bad. You know what? I have a feeling that blend map tiling is also used for this. Because it uses literally the same UVs. So let's just assume it does. Oh, you know what? We also have the global normal map to apply. Alright, I'm actually going to bring this down here. Because now we got to go linear normal, or normal, color to, linear color to normal. And we'll just go with the RGB. And we'll go derived. And set this to the normal. Actually, no. I'm actually going to pull all this back and set that up as a new one. Because at this point, you know, I might have a couple of other, you know, things to set up. Pull that back that way. Alright, so blend normal. Blend angle corrected normals. Yes. The base, and then the additive. I'm not sure if I want to go normal or not. I think derive is probably the best option. And that's effectively what Unreal Engine does anyways. They derive all their normals. Alright, apply, yes, save. Okay, so now we need to get these materials in here. Now, I do have this more globally accessible one. For now, I'm just going to plug that in. And we'll have to, double check all our settings. But if I remember correctly, the UV tiling on this has to be 40. And if I double check over here, yes, 40. Alright. So if we come out here and take a look, we can see already it's looking pretty decent. But I'm pretty certain the dirt has to be in the edges, not on the outside. So I'm going to come back in here and I think this whole map, the WDA map, needs to be inverted. Can't remember if that one does too. I don't think so. All right. One minus. All right. Now split components. Red, green, blue. Apply. Save. That looks better. At least as far as the dirt goes. Oh, yeah. Look, it's having the problem again. If I bring this up, you can see the exact problem. Power F not used. Shader using too many SRVs. 67. Only 64 supported. So, disable that. It compiles just fine. Re-enable it. It seems to work. But, it'll crash again. So I'm just kind of hoping that I have the dirt thing right. But now I don't have to do that dirt compositing in every single other one. Same with the normals. So now we got to rebuild our instances here. So I'm going to see about making a new material function. All right, sources and mat func layer template. All right, so here's our new template for the materials. So if I actually jump out, open up one of these materials, synthetic, and we'll just use, what was that first one? Mesh Vinyl 01. Okay. Wait, is that the good one? Yeah, I think it's the Mesh Vinyl. Yes, Mesh Vinyl. I like the Mesh Vinyl. So we're going to use Mesh Vinyl as our template. And this one's going to be hopefully instanceable. Okay, I got to set up... I'm still trying to get everything set up, so... documents, Come on. Ah, file association. Oh, I gotta use admin mode. Okay. Yes. There we go. Alright. Preferences. There we go. File association. Language. Here we are. All right. So, style configurator, I guess. Shortcut, import. There is a way to say, you know, what files use what. I mean, that's just, you know, getting them in. Maybe it's under language? Yeah, language is considered normal for this. Shortcut mapper? No. Although I definitely want to use that later. Ah, default extensions plus user extension, MTL. Save and close. Alright, so now if I open this, there we go. Though it's interesting I can't drag and drop it in right now. And I've been in the wrong screen. Here we go. This is why I occasionally look over this way, because I'm checking my stream. Alright, so here is our original material. So this is going to be our template. Alright, let me kind of move that off to the side just a little bit. Okay, so we need 2 texture slots. So this will be text slot 1. This will be text slot 2. So diffuse normal. Alright, so there's our 2. Plug these in. Make sure that these are set to wrap. color. And I'm just basically having everything set to virtual because it's just easier to deal with. I mean, if things get a little dicey, then, you know, things get a little dicey. Okay, so there's those. We also need 3 colors. And at least 2 instances, 2 numbers. And this is for our big things. So let's see. This, all right, you know, all of these have to be, you know, parameters. So start with this. Diffuse. Default value of just pure frickin' white. Specular. We're actually going to set this to 0.5, I think. Actually, no. I think probably 0 would be best. And specular. Emissive. Not that we're planning to use emissive, so... Alright, so... this is going to be... layer 0 material. Opacity. With an H, apparently, yes. And this will be shininess. Now, this value always has to be divided by 255 because for some reason they use an integer value rather than a float. I mean, it makes sense for, in terms of, you know, scale, but at the same time, it seems kind of troublesome. Alright, opacity defaults to 1. Okay, so here's our layer parameters. Then we come here. Layer 1 textures. 1, 2. Alright, let's see, this is 6. So this is going to be 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. And yeah, I've noticed that I have severely misnamed this file. So let me clean that up. There we go. So now we come down here where we have public parameters. And I might be able to just open up like this. Okay, those are layer parameters. I'm not going to worry about that. Hey, D-Way, how you doing? There we go. These are the guys. Let's copy these. Put them up over here. Layer. Public parameters. E. Alright, now, since this is a function, we can actually have inputs in this. So far, we've just been doing stuff that's, you know, in the material file, and that's, you know, good. But pretty much all of these settings have to come in as, you know, an input. So, am I actually reading these correctly? I just want to double check. believe so. Okay, so we have tint color, wear tint. I don't even know if I need to put the wear tint in there. I might actually do that as like a separate, you know. I might just have tint. Okay, so yeah, tint color, wear tint, gloss, gloss wear, or wear gloss. Okay, gloss multiplier, wear gloss, UVs, yes, height bias, height scale, palette tint. Yes, these are all correct. Oh, it is. Sorry. Is that better? Can you hear me now? There we go. Okay, yeah. Just reformatted my system. Still trying to get all the settings right. Not sure if it's the music that's loud or my headset. So, yeah. For right now, we're just going to copy and paste these in here. But then we're going to make them inputs. So, tint color. And we're going to set these up to like 50. At the starting point. Okay, 54. So, yeah, vector 3? Yeah, that's going to be mostly vector 3s. Alright. Same with the wear tint. Now, the presence of wear tint kind of means that we're going to need the wear map. Map, not WAMP. Good news is we can just import a specular. Not a specular, a scalar value. So this is our wear map. We'll multiply, you know, we'll use that as the alpha for the wear tint. And I don't think I have, and wear gloss. Okay. Alright, so the rest of these are all scalar. And I'm actually going to put these all as defaults. Except for wear map. Wear map does not use a default. It needs the actual map. Alright, so copy, paste. Wear gloss. Don't think I ever set wear gloss. What is the default for wear gloss? Let's just say 1. It looks pretty much like a 1. Alright. UV tiling. Height bias. Alright, 56. 57. 58. 59. And where input's going to be 1. So height bias is going to be a default of 1. That's good. All right. That's 60, default of 1, and it is the height scale. Huzzah! Copy, paste, 0, palette tint. So palette tint is going to be the interesting one when we get to that. I don't know when that's going to be. Because that's going to include some very interesting work that I've actually already done. Alright, so there we go. We have all of our inputs to build this material. So let's just start kind of organizing things. So, let's start with the very basics. Let's start with the UVs. So, what affects UVs? I'm looking for anything that's like tiling or... Okay, detail tiling, that's going to be something we deal with later. Layer tiling. You think layer tiling would be what they call the one out in the... out here in the material. No, layer tiling's actually in here. Right there. So, we have whale tiling, yes, and UVs. So, let's bring these out here. So, we're just going to make this pretty simple on ourselves. We're just going to multiply these two together, and then multiply that. So there's our UVs. So next up is probably, we can probably just make material. Make material attributes. There we go. Just plug that in. Now, we're not going to deal with ambient occlusion simply because, well, we're going to deal with that later. It's that simple. Okay, so now we have that. So, let's see. Diffuse, diffs block to PBR. Actually, yeah, we don't even need that. We can just use this. So we have this whole material setup right here. So now we need a diffuse, we need specular, and we need gloss. Well, the good news is normals come from here. Alright, set material attributes. And I'm going to set normal. Alright, so linear color to normal. And then the alpha is the gloss. And we're just going to start very simply. We're going to take diffuse. And do we lerp this by the alpha? That seems like might be the best idea. And there's probably more things we want to do, but that's good enough for now. Oh yeah, we have to take this. Append vector. Alpha times opacity. Okay, there's that. Now for specular, we can, for right now at least, just plug that straight in, and we should have a basic material. But we gotta come in here, plug up the UVs. And there's still more space dust to do. So, emissive, we can actually just plug that straight in. So, emissive color, just plug that straight in. That's good. Now, glossiness, we actually need, yeah, we need to actually do a little bit of work with this. I'm not entirely certain how this matches up. I've come up with a lot of different thoughts and theories, but that just might be the best idea for right now, at least. So let's see. We got some detail. We got some wear. Tint mode is something we're not going to deal with just yet. Cloth blend. I don't think we're ever going to use that. Same with subsurface scattering. Actually, subsurface scattering should be 0. Now, with subsurface scattering, we can actually make a sub-child of this that does do subsurface scattering. Or maybe we can dynamically put it in. I don't know. Alright, clear coat. We have the detail tiling down here. Maybe when I actually find a detail map. Ah, here we go. Where dirt blend fall off. This is actually going to be useful. Now, we also have to input all this stuff. So let's see. I'll put this with the where map. Because that actually is the where map. And the where tint. Gloss multiplier. Let's see, where gloss. Palette tint we're going to leave alone. Height map and balance. Or ballast. Yeah, something like that. Okay, so for tint. Yeah, let's just kind of bring that forward. Just going to put that down in there. And now we can tint that. Okay, so gloss multiplier. Like that. Input bias. Alright, scale normal. Alright, I'm actually going to make a new function for this. This is something that's going to be probably used quite a bit. Actually, do I have a function for this? Multiply alert, multiply... Doesn't look like it. Alright, so this will be... adjust normal height. Height, if I can spell it correctly. Scale and bias. That's exposed to the library. Okay, so input function, bias, and that's going to be scalar, scale, also scalar. I can just minimize these. And now, copy paste. Vector 3, normal. Do not use it. So, there we go. So, mask component. No! Component mask. There we go. Alright, red and green. I'm also going to need the blue. It can be on its own channel. Actually, no. We'll just derive normal Z. Normalize. Alright, bias. So we add. And then we scale. Plug that in, and that should be good. apply. Alright, so now we come back. I can close that other one. I'm going to need that, but with the where map. Don't know why I had that up here. Alright, adjust normal. Height bias, height scale. Okay, so apply and save. So there we go. There's our first little, pass at this template. So let's see if we can create let's see, what was it that we were templating this off of? Mesh vinyl. Vinyl 01. Put that in the right folder. Move there. Okay, so now I can come in here, set all of these up correctly. So for diffuse, we are looking at that. Specular, we are looking at that. No emissive, opacity, and a shininess of 255. So very shiny. Okay, so now, let's see. I believe it's pattern? Yes, pattern. Mesh vinyl DNLA. So right there. And then diffuse. So there we go. Alright, layer tiling is the only thing we have plugged in so far. And that's just set to, that. Alright. Save that. Close, close. We'll leave that open because I think we're going to be using it. So now, if we come in and remove this, and bring in this. Okay, probably need to, oh no, wait, we already did that already. Alright. So, UV tiling. We'll plug this in correctly. Apply, save. And we'll check on this. Well, that looks like it's right. Actually, looks a little bit better than that so far. Okay, so that's doing that. What's this guy doing? Preview scene settings, platform statistics. No, I probably just want stats. Oh, really? Nothing? Texture samplers, 3 out of 16. And yet that's not what this is dealing with. Yeah, virtual texture stacks, 26. Got 35 instructions, 3 out of 16 samples. Virtual texture lookups, 3 estimated. Alright, so there's our where map right there. Okay, so we actually need 2 of these. Are they both using the same 40? Yes, they're still using the same 40s. Okay. So you know what? I'm actually going to take these and collapse them. This will just get things kind of cleared up a bit, easy to look at, and I don't have to worry so much. Alright, and this will be base and where. Okay, so rather than having to, keep everything small, I can now just use up as much space as I want, and it won't cause a problem. At least not as much of one. Alright, so pull that up here. Copy that down here for the UV tiling. So the reason I need these different is because they actually have different color values. Oop, I think I did something wrong. Alright, so for color, so we have a tint color. I'm actually going to create a somewhat reusable color tint. And before I forget, let's just save everything. I gotta move this over to another screen. I can't read all the text I'm trying to read. Alright, gloss multiplier of 0.73. Wear gloss is 1. You can leave that the same. Height bias is 0. Height bias is 1. Palette tint is 0. So these are the only settings, the only 2, well, the only 3 that I need for that version of this. What is the other one looking like? Is it using... It uses different colors. Basically everything's different. Except it probably also needs that for the wear tint. We'll put this aside for the time being. Are you the only one who can see it? Where is the time being? Is he here with us now? Alright, so I'm going to actually plug this one into all the wear layers. Because that's actually where it's required. Actually, it's wear layer 1, so we can bring that down here, I guess. I love that you can collapse nodes like this. This is just fantastic. Makes things so much easier to, you know, keep things clean. Oh wow, look at that. It's already looking really good. Still needs more wear available to it, but still. Okay, so the tiling. We have our global, you know, wear tint. I think all of the wear tints, yes. All of the wear tints on this layer are 111. Actually, is that the default? That is the default. So I don't even need to have that in there. That saves me a little bit of work. Okay, so we got our scale. Multi-gloss needs to be 0 on this one. The wear gloss is still 1. Alright, these are the only settings I needed. So that one's all set. Yeah, I'm looking at it and it looks better even with just one material across everything. Oh. I should probably bring up I should probably bring up an image of it so we can have a reference. But yeah, you look at, you know, how it looks here, you compare it to that, that's just, it is so much better looking. Okay, and we still haven't gotten wear in there, so I don't know, maybe the wear's, you know, causing a problem. Alright, so let's start looking at wares. Now, it looks like wear might actually, we might want to tackle it as a separate entity and then do a material blend with it based on the map. That probably makes the most sense. Material blend standard. Okay, the base material's there. The alpha's here. Yeah, I'm just going to copy this and plug that in. So the wear gloss goes in there. The wear specular color just goes in there. Alright, we're going to actually multiply this. Yeah, you know what? This just makes the most sense to me. Okay, wear diffuse color. Times that. I feel like I want to take the texture and multiply that in here. it's like I want to, do the same thing up here. What happens if I do this? How does it look? Actually pretty decent. Not great, but decent. Okay. So, with this particular setup, there shouldn't be a difference. And indeed, it looks like there is not. Although you can see, the difference there and the difference, there. You get a lot more of that worn edge look. And I'm not, having to reuse a whole bunch of texture assignments. It's like the only ones I'm, using inside the template is the one to assign the new textures. So multiply that by, we're looking at 16 textures just for the layers, not counting all the other stuff. So I'm not sure exactly how that counts against us as SCVs. Maybe it's a 16 texture limit, and we're easily hitting that just with the layers. Oh, go away. All right, so let's do another one. So we need to create, we'll just duplicate this. So neoprene. Oh, one. Alright, so let's open up this. Neoprene. There we go. So I have to right-click edit it rather than dragging and dropping. Apparently, it's not been set up for that. Okay, so diffuse color. Okay, that's all the same. That's good. Huh, literally the same? Wow. That's not bad. Alright, emission, shine, opacity, shininess. Okay, so layer tiling is 1, but actually for us, we need 10. And we're going to set this up with the pattern neoprene. If I can find it. There it is. There's the DNLA and the diff. So the reason I'm doing layer tiling at 10, even though the setting here says 1, is because this is using tiling on the textures. You can see tile V and tile U, and I'm on the assumption that if you tile 1, you're tiling all of them the same way. I have yet to run into an instance where it is different. Now, why am I not seeing... Oh, you know what? Okay, I don't need that. Don't need that. Now, unfortunately, the downside with doing material instance function instances is that it's hard to reset them. Alright, so here's some more settings. Yeah, that's... All my wares are set. Why are they not working? Oh, probably because I need to plug that in. Alright. Append vector, and we'll just append the... Oh, what do we do down here? Okay, we append that. I'm just going to append that. That's just easier. There we go. Okay, so that's a 0.5. Alright, that needs to be 0.5. Where diffuse color is white, white, white. Yep. And this is going to be 0.03 basically. 0.04. And the wear glossiness is 0.1. I wonder why it didn't look that different. Alright, I feel safe in doing that. Alright, 0.04 again. Or 0.1 rather. And this is still 0.04. Diffuse color is still white as all get out. Alright. This is where it could crash on us. So, yeah, fingers crossed. I'm going to drag the material in. Plug in the wear map. And this needs to go until base layer 4. And this is where it crashes on us. Yep. Thought so. So it doesn't seem to have a problem when it's a when it's the same material instance, material function instance, but it has lots of problems when you try to plug in two with different values. So I can have my material function template. But as soon as I come in here and start plugging in another material function, it borks out on us. That really makes it hard because then I'm basically having to manually create each of these material functions. I can't just I can't just take my template and instance it. I gotta go through here and set all the settings. I need a way around this. Alright, what can we do? What do I have available to me? Oh. The biggest problem with doing it any way other than the one I've already pretty much set up is that if I make a change, the change won't propagate out. I also need to be able to make a database, effectively, of materials. So the only thing I can think of is creating an even further version where I take all the everything and plug that into a function. That might actually work now that I think about it. Okay, I'm going to create a new material. SC material layer. All right, so we'll use that. So this is what we're going to instance. So we can create instances from this of all the settings. So let's come in here, find all of our settings. And I think that's all. Oh, no, wait. Color, texture, texture, speculars, all of them. All of them. Okay, I think that's everything. Copy. Paste. So we still have all of that to deal with, but we're going to deal with it later. So now, I want to find a way to basically, plug all this in to create instances, but still be able to pass things through. How would I do that? No, because if I create an instance, I can't pull them into here. Or I can't pull them into a material. Can I? Alright, let's just create basic material. Diffuse. I'm just going to plug that straight in. That's it. Apply. Save. Okay, now I'm going to create an instance. So I have an instance made. Can I just drag that into here? No. Per instance fade, per instance random, per instance custom data. So that won't work. Alright, that pretty much leaves me with just building, just basically taking this template and copying it into literally every material in the library. And then, changing all of these out for the static values that they have. I don't like that idea. I don't like that idea at all. On the other hand, I could just just keep this and just change the values and not have to do a damn thing otherwise. Just change the values. As long as I don't instance that function, it should work. Still don't like that idea. Alright. So... Oh. Ah. Gosh darn it. Alright. Copy here. Okay, so here we are in the brand new mesh vinyl, and I can just come in here and go layer tiling is goddamn 40. This needs to be what was it? Mesh vinyl DNLA. Oh no, wait, no, this is the diff. So that needs to be that. That needs to be that. Oh, wrong one. Uh-oh. That needs to be that. That needs to be the diff. There we go. Alright, opacity, specular needs to be modified. It was too soon to close it. Okay, so wear specular color. Since we're right here, might as well do that. Wear diffuse color is fine. Wear glossiness. It's going to be 0.1. Opacity is 1. Shininess is 255. Okay, fall off here is going to be 0.5. I think that's all of the settings I need to change. And the nice part is I can actually come up here and make all the changes up here I need to make. Clear coat blend is 0. Surface scattering is 0. Cloth blend is 0. Tint mode is 1. Detail diffuse. Well, I see the bump. 0.5. Detail gloss is 0.5. Detail diffuse is 0.5. And detail tiling is 8. I don't think I'm... I don't think I am, no. Alright. This now has to be swapped out with this guy. And that one is also going to be swapped out with that guy. Let's see if this works. And then I'll make a duplicate and set that up for the neoprene. Alright, how are we doing out here? That's looking pretty bad. Wonder what's causing that. Could be anything at this point. Alright, duplicate. Neoprene. Oh, what? Yeah. There we go. Alright. Layer tiling is going to be 1. Oh, wait. Oh, crap. Did I make... I think I fucked that up. Layer tiling needs to be 1. Alright, so neoprene. We're looking at a 1 and a 2. So now the tiling here, I think, is for the neoprene. Tiling is 1. 10. Because of the UV tiling. I don't know, maybe I should put that as a separate thing. Yeah. Just as much as I like just using that because it's simple, I feel like I really do need to put the others. Component mask, red and green, multiply, and that there. That looks better. And it's technically independent, so don't have to worry about that. Okay, this is actually different. It looked very similar last time. Alright, where glossiness. Point 1. Where diffuse color 1. Where specular color is still 0.4. Yep. All that's the same. Yep. Where dirt blend fall off. Shininess. Opacity. Okay, I think that's all the settings. So let's come back in here. And we can try bringing this in. So neoprene is used as base layer 4. Yes, yes, you need the wear map. I was kind of hoping one of the other settings would work, and I have been in the wrong view this whole time. I am so sorry. I keep forgetting that. Okay. Oh. Do I need to invert the wear map? I mean, it doesn't... I'm already inverting it. Does it need to be inverted again? Apparently. Because that looks a lot better. But we're not getting the right color. What the hell? You know what? It might be because I'm trying to do a material blend rather than trying to do blending in here. Alright, so maybe it's not standard. Maybe it's multiplicative? Yeah, you know, multiplicative. Actually, that makes a lot of sense. Matte layer blend. Multiply. Base color. Nah, just matte layer multiply. No, that's not what I want. Matte simple? What's the difference between simple and standard? Blends all attributes. Blend all attributes. Except normal. So that blends everything except the normal, which I think I'm okay with because I don't modify the normal. Blend, material layer blend, break, 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 decal, emissive, multiply, modular, specular, override, override mask, separate, blends all attributes. Separate normal and color clamps. Except normal. Blends the top layer as a stain. Only the color and roughness from the top layer are used. That actually... That actually sounds pretty close to what we want. Alright, base, top, alpha, out. Let's see what this even looks like. Oh, that's definitely looking better. And I'm going to have to refresh the other material. Yeah, shader is using SRV 66. I'll turn off that. I'm just going to turn off that last layer. Ah. I don't know. It's just... something's not feeling right. First of all, where is that other material? And should I be using a standard blend? Yeah, blends all the attributes. Yeah, that's what I want. So where's base layer 4? Should be every place where there's blue on this little tiny map, which looks like it's pretty much all over the place. Yeah, if you see blue, that's where the neoprene should be. And I haven't colored it, so it should be white. So why am I not seeing the neoprene? Let me try something. Hit apply. No. So something's wrong. Alright, what happens if I just plug this directly in? So all we're getting is the base layers. Nowhere. No colors. Okay. It's nice how it's giving us, you know, that's just really nice now that I'm looking at it. Because that's, you know, all the coloring you see in there is the wear. There's no normals or anything being applied to this that's not in these little, you know, layer material functions that we're creating. The problem is I'm not seeing the layer we created earlier. So here, let's do some tests. We're gonna come in here. We're gonna unplug these. Make material attributes. And we crash. Oh boy. So we're going to do what we did in the little tiny function. We're going to actually create a basic material, apply it to each of the channels, and see if it shows up here in in the leggings. So yeah, with luck, we'll have this, but with white. Yeah, so actually, what I could just do is just straight up copy that. Come into here. Paste. And it crashes. I have no idea why it's giving me this error, but fuck it. No, I am not going to open those assets. Not no buddy, not no how. Alright. Let's make sure that this is all correct. Yes, it is. I want to save it. Yeah, I want to reload these two guys. Oh, okay. Well, you're gonna be a bitch, are you? Don't worry, two can bitch at that game. What? Make material attributes and crash. I don't know why it, oh, why is it? Alright. Trying to add a make material attributes attributes node inside a collapsed node graph inside a material. I don't know. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe not. Hopefully they can solve it. There's been a lot of bug reports probably flowing into them. That still looks really good. Okay, I think for right now, I'm actually going to take this and expand. And now it might let me make material attributes. Yes, it does. Can I just paste? No. Alright. Apply. Okay, that seems to be working. Now we're going to come in here, set material attributes, and we're just going to use base color. plug this into 4. Plug that into 1. And plug this one into there. And hit apply and see what we get. Okay, so we are not seeing anything useful. Oh, you know what? That could be because we're still using this. All right. All right, so let's come in here. This is an instance of this function. And it's nice that we're only seeing, you know, a couple of settings. All right, is there a blend map tiling? Yep, there is. Okay. Number 12 is the blend material. Maybe one day these, you know, content browsers will stay open for me. All right, set it to that. And now it's working. Okay. Yeah, now we're getting some results. Yeah, so that should be where the neoprene is. Alright, so now I can safely move that. Oop. So that's layer 4, and the rest are layer 1. Collapse back down. Where map, where map, where map. Delete. Delete. Blend map. Alright, so that's base. That's where. Why does it look so good when we don't have the proper where WDA map applied? And, you know, speaking of which, okay. So now it does. That's weird. Alright, let me just plug all this back in properly. Okay, that looks better. Although it feels a little low quality. Alright, so we're on this layer. That's my red. Alright, so we'll wear gloss now, with a gloss multiplier. Wear gloss, fine. Tiling is next. And it is 60.3. Actually, it's exactly that. Alright, apply. Save. Now, unfortunately, this means that for every material we have to go through doing this particular setup. The good news is we're kind of figuring out the basics now, and then we can just copy and paste a lot of it. So I don't know why, you know, it looks so bad on this edging. That's just weird. I mean, it should look a little bit more like that. I mean, does it? Did we invert it one too many times? Is that what this is? It might be. Let me remove one of the inversions. Yeah, I think I'm actually happy with that. Although I'm not happy how that looks. I'm not quite sure what to do to fix it. I did make some changes. Because, yeah, look at that. That looks way better. Although I think that there's something going on, because I think, you know, it should be all of that. Why is it only masking out some of it? I'm just going to send the whole thing through. And this is one of the base layers, so it should just straight up go all the way down. Is it being affected by something? I mean, you know, look at this. This is just straight up the neoprene. Why is this only doing the neoprene on the edges? So, got to figure out that. So if I just plug that in, What does it end up looking like? Neoprene everywhere! But also... Okay. Actually, no, it's not everywhere. I think it's invert... Did I fuck this up so really badly? I don't know. Well, first of all, I need a light back here. Gotta light up their butts. It's just hard to see with the darkness. Okay. I think for the most part I want this inverted. I'm just going to take the base layer out for a moment. See if I can't identify what's going on. Alright, so there. We've got the neoprene. It's incorrectly. Now if we mask those two together, the wear and the base, that's what's going on. Okay. So it looks like the mask is inverted for the wear layers. So that tells me I want just straight red to go in, but dirt is very much needs to be inverted. Is it just the dirt that needs to be inverted? Because that makes sense that only the dirt is inverted. Look at that. That looks way better. Okay. Let's take a look. The wear. No, that has to be inverted too. So let's just invert the one that's doing the masking. That looks better. I'm actually going to, at least temporarily, set it up so that we're only seeing the base layers. We'll worry about the wear layers in a bit. I want to make sure that we're getting this right. Is that right? It doesn't look right. That looks wrong. And yet, when I look at it, it's looking right. When I look at the material itself. Yeah, I think this is right. So, let's see about getting the other materials in there. And then we will worry about how it all looks. So, let me just save this. We're just going to keep it on the base layer. That's what we're going to focus on first. Alright, so Next up, nylon. I'm going to copy the vinyl mesh. So, nylon 01. Okay, so nylon 01. I gotta fix that. Let's see, we also have rubber and paint latex. Okay. Rubber 01 and paint latex. Just get these all out here quickly. Okay, so they're tiling. Ooh, the weird diffuse is actually set to 1. All right. Looks like pretty much all the settings are the same in. Yeah. All right. The public parameters are all the same. Let's see. Opacity still 1. Diffuse color is straight up 1. Specular color. That's a nice one number. Where's my shininess? There it is. This is actually down to 91. Okay, so textures, fabric, nylon. And then diffuse. I should have copied the other one. Okay, so now I don't have to worry about that for a bit. Is there anything else I needed to change? No, that looks. Oh, where glossiness is the same. Okay, good. All right, that looks like it. Can close all these. Leave that open. No. That shouldn't be in there. That shouldn't be. There's a lot of settings in here that should not be. At any rate. Alright, so next up is... Okay, we just did nylon. That's base layer 3. And wear layer 3. So. Alright, so plug in the wear map. Go there. All right, let's get the rubber. Was it just rubber or rubber 01? Rubber 01. And just because I don't want to have to deal with it right now, Paint Latex 01. Paint Latex 01. Save everything. Yes, including the test characters on it. I need to see their butts. Alright, so let's just plug everything in here for right now. So rubber is layer 2. Okay. Okay, nylon's number 3. I'm just getting these all set up in the proper orders. Mesh, okay, rubber is 2. And then nylon, and then the paint latex. Oop. Am I hitting the wrong button? Yeah, I think I am. Okay, so super basics. It's connected up. Let's actually get the layer settings in here while I'm thinking about it. So we got layer 2. That's got a UV tiling height of 100. Wow. Layer gloss multiplier, that's fine. Layer tint, good. We're gonna need one of these. Damn you, tint colors! Alright, there's that. Is there any other setting? Doesn't look like it. That looks like it. Alright, good. Now for nylon. This is going to be 89.2, basically. Yeah, what you see there. Okay, UVs. Plug that into the tint. Okay, there's that. And oh, we have a gloss multiplier of 0.96. It's really 0.959999. So it's effectively 0.6. Okay, we got the UV tiling. Oh, wait. No, I looked at the wrong number. There we go. Alright, there we go. So the bases are, the layers are set up. They're ready to go. So now I can just come in. I forgot that. Alright, well, they're all. Looks like they're all doing just fine. Okay, I can clearly identify all the different pieces. That's a good view of them. So now we actually need to set them up with the proper setups. Alright, let's come around to the front, because I kind of like seeing these. Alright. Is that the... I think so. It's hard to tell. At any rate, now we'll set up the new materials. I don't know why this is layering up like this. This is weird. I know. It's because it's using the names here, not the... Okay, so... Come in here. Prefix parameter names. Not that I think that's going to do anything. And we'll do the same thing here. Prefix the parameter names. I mean, since we're doing this all in one big thing, we could manually prefix them. But in truth, we could just do that. Convert the constant. Convert. And I'm just going to say those. We'll see what happens. You think, the prefix would actually, fix all these. But nope. Yeah, that's reading into something else now. I don't want to have to do that for every single one. This is why I wanted a material function instance. But, okay, let's just keep going. Let's work on the rubber, which have I done the nylon? Yes, I have done the nylon. I can see that there. All right, so we'll work on rubber next. All right, since this is one that's just literally internal, I don't mind doing that. fact, let's just fix that with all of these. There's an error. And then the mesh vinyl. Or I actually need to set these to 1. And save. Yeah, it's saying that there's a problem here. Error on base color. Oh. Yeah, that would be the problem. Okay, tops made out of rubber, bottoms are made out of string. Alright, so what material is this? Noise layered. 01 diff. Alright. And noise layer DNLA. So, I'm wondering, I'm looking at this. You know, there's the alpha. So what's that? Looks like it might actually be the blue channel for it. Alright, so, okay, what other settings? Shininess is set to 255. Wear dirt is down to 0.5. Okay, looks like the public parameters are all the same. So now I just need the basic parameters. That's the same. That's the same. All right. I think we're done with rubber. So all we have left is this paint vertex, or paint latex. All right, diffuse is at 1. Okay, we're looking at low resolution grunge. Textures, layers, low resolution, grunge. We don't have grunge. All right, so data, textures, layers, low resolution, grunge. Using 2 separate settings. Okay. All right. Tarnished 01. Well, let's grab both those. Okay. I feel like I need to hit this with my my cleaning array. All right. Okay. So we have a scratch medium. Scratch is light. Rusted surfaces. Polished surface 2, which is actually the one we need. Ding. Diff, diff, targa. Diff, diff, targa. Alright, here we go. Let's just load all these in. Alright. Convert to virtual texture. Apply. Yes. Alright. Edit. Bulk edit from the property matrix. So now we want these as vector maps, vector displacements. They're still going to be world normal. Actually, these are going to be character normal. Save all. Close. Move that off to the side. Move that off to the side. Move that back. Alright, so this is mesh vinyl? No. Oh my, did I? No. No, I don't think so. Yeah, that looks better. Okay, so we need tarnished 01 DNLA. And here we need painted surface 02. Diff. There we go. Yeah, that looks good. Now we need to take the tiling down to 2. Such beautiful music. Okay, I think that's everything for the painted latex. Sounds like a bar. Welcome to the painted latex. Alright, so, yep, we're getting definitely different materials now. How's this looking on the back? Definitely better. Okay. So let's bring this back over here. Come over here. We're going to bring this all the way down. Plug that in. Jump into the where maps. And let's make sure we get all these settings right. Take that over there. Okay, so we already have the first layer set up. Next layer. Tint color. This is going to be blue. Well, I guess not. Alright, gloss multiplier is 0.25. UV tiling is 50.4. We'll apply and save. Paste and paste, just so we can get these in the right location. Got the tint color, the gloss multiplier as 10. Wow. Wait, what? No, what? 0. Where did I see 10 for a gloss multiplier? That was just weird. Alright. 89.2. Alright, final round. Okay, got the tint. Gloss multiplier of 0.5. And tiling of 60.3. Now we can apply. Save. Oh. Okay, so that is the layers. Yay. So, are we running into the issue? No, we aren't. Although, truth be told, we won't find out for certain until we can get a couple more materials in here, but I'm fairly confident right now. Let me save everything. And I am going to reboot this. One, that will hopefully keep my windows open, finally. And the other is that it will actually... let's see, where did I put it? There it is. The other is that it might actually, let us know if this material succeeded. If this works, yay! It's a fuck ton of work to get the new materials set up, and there's no easy way of okay, it just fucking worked. Now, if you look at the old material, you're like, hey, why isn't it working? Why is it working all of a sudden? Well, that's because the wear layer was turned on. The final wear layer was turned off. If I was to reboot again, it would have the same problem. Okay, so this looks like it's not picking up everything. So I probably made like a temporary change to the material, and I forgot to fix that back. Either that or the instancing inside the instances is causing a problem. Well, everything looks like it's okay. So all I can think of is that the instancing here is causing an issue of some kind. But it doesn't seem to be. Okay. Yeah, we're getting all the different materials. Why does this one look a little bit better? Alright, I think it may be a case of the instancing being, you know, a bitch. Alright, let's save that. Being able to run it with an instance would be easier because I can make changes and everything a lot easier. I could swap out the materials as needed. A lot of these settings aren't set correctly. Or at least that one. Alright, I gotta fix that. Blend map tiling as 1. Yes. Can I put it as a 2? Yes, I can. How does that look out here? It's a mess. But what do you expect? Alright. Honestly, I think I like some of that better than this. I'm not even seeing the reflections and speculars off this. But this works, that does not. Even though it looks better. Okay, so I'm just not looking forward to doing that at all. Can I write something that will do this for me? I might be able to. Alright, well, all these other ones are bad. these are all being used still. Okay, let's take a look at this. So we have our material and our material instance. We got all these problems. They should not be here at all. I'm pretty certain that these are interfering with the setups for the you know, actually, do we even have them in here? No, we don't. Okay. So how do I define values in here? God damn it. Okay. So for the ladies, for this, I should be able to just go, hey, you see that guy? Yeah. Tell him who's boss. And there we go. The ladies are done. Because I'm assuming that they use the same dirt and, you know, settings, except just swap out the textures. I want to fix that. That's just... yeah, there's just something... yeah. This looks so much better. And even if you come to this... well, actually, no, it doesn't. At least that still has all the others. Okay, well... what's next? Plastic. Still don't know how they're doing the diffuse textures, because they are definitely not following the same UV map. Because you know, you look at that. Okay, how does that line up to this? I'll tell you how. It doesn't. Which tells me that these suits might have a second UV channel. One specifically for, you know, this. Or maybe that there's, you know, a material or something that's not being included with the mesh. But, you know, right now, if you look at the mesh, it only has one UV channel. So either the other UV channel is not found or not, you know, exported, or something else is going on in the processing that's actually causing it to bounce out. I don't know which at this point. At any rate, I have a feeling I'm just going to take this old cloth and merge it. There. And now I can rename this. Oh, I gotta clean it up first? Okay. Alright, yeah, fine. I can do that. We can clean it up. And now I can name that correctly. Alright. So, yeah, that might actually work, is we build the actual material out, and then we create an instance of it for the actual use. It makes sense. And it will keep things working just a little bit better. So, now that we have a functioning setup going, one that's not going to, cause all sorts of problems, I feel good enough that we can move on. So, hopefully this will not die out on me in the next hour or so. The next one would be Plastic M. So, Plastic M. There you are. Ha 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 ha. Alright, let's create a new material. Plastic M. I don't know why they're going with M. Material. Alright. So, in truth, I could probably just copy this. So actually, yeah, let's just do that. Duplicate Plastic M. Save. I mean, so much of the settings are the same. I mean, in true, actually, do we even need to create instances? Nah, I feel like the instances are a better way to go. Alright, there we go. So now I can come down here, set texture 12 to the blend. Set that to that, and that to that, and that to that. There we go. Alright, and let's set the dirt color, which is, I think, almost identical. If not, it is identical. It is identical. Alright. Blend tile map. Okay, yeah, that's all set. We'll save that. Come over here to the ladies. And then that's already set. Nice. But the textures are wrong. Okay, so even though I've just cloned this and this should be working perfectly, we can see, even though it's on here, it's probably not the right materials. In fact, I'm fairly certain they're not. So, come in here and open up the nodes. Okay, so first base layer. What? First base layer has no material set to it. There's a path here, but it's empty. which I am choosing to mean that it is effectively blank. It still has a tint color, a wear tint, a gloss. It still has all the settings, including a UV tiling. What are you tiling? Seriously, what are you tiling? What is this material that has 150 layers on it? I'm going to assume it's the only other layer in here that has 150. Oh wait, they all do. Yeah. Okay. Something's up with my headset. Give me a second. Yeah. It's at 78%. Why are you giving me beeps? Device setting. Auto shut off. Turn. Yeah. There we go. Although I want the auto shut off. If it's just gonna... If it can't play music and it's going to cause problems, then fuck it. Okay. So, how many others have an empty path? Oh. This is called plastic. Should I assume it's, the synthetic plastic polish level? Or is it just fucking empty and they just left the 150 because they hadn't been bothered to fix it? Does that mean it's basically copying stuff? Are there any others with a blank path? Yes. Right there. So is it missing something, or is it, a signal to use like a something else? Literally, the second material causing a headache. Do I need to just create like a blank one of these? Maybe. All right. Well. Why is it going so fast? There we go. Okay, I think that's just something I'm going to deal with later. I don't want to have to figure out, an empty path. I mean, what is it? Is that just using the baseline? Are all the baselines the same? They look the same. I think they are on this suit. But you know, that's why I'm trying to figure this out. Because the more I have it figured out, and the more I can just say, okay, yeah, it's just this, and this, the easier it is to write a script that can automate that. You know, okay. This is seriously pissing me off. Kind of want to end the stream so I can, you know, deal with it later. I don't want to deal with it now. Let's end the stream. No, I don't get to do that. I don't get to do that. You don't get to do that. Okay, so we just gotta figure this out. I could just make it like a blank material. So, you know, while all the others have like a layers, resolution, synthetic, and it has, you know, these guys. Actually, now that I've... Yeah, so now, you know, we have these guys. Should I just make one of these somewhere that's effectively, you know, SE matte layer blank? Or basic? Not a terrible concept. Maybe I'll call it none. Now let's go with blank. Okay, there we go. This is our blank. Could have sworn I just saw some specularity on there. Okay, so we have a blank layer now. So when we run into instances like this, we'll just use that. I might actually want to bring in a very bright tint for this. So gloss multiplier is 0.52. Actually, we're coming to blank. And I'm going to swap this out. And we'll just do, oh, you know what, that needs to be 1, 2. And you know what, I could just go straight this. And component mask. Alpha, which goes there and there. There we go. That should just work a little bit better. Oh yeah, you can see all this plastic shit up here. Come on, you gonna compile? There we go. All right, the tint color. That should be bringing it down significantly. Maybe it is a 0.5 system. Where it's basically, you know, dark gray. Yeah, look at that. That looks a lot better. But even then, we're tinting it. If I take off the tint, looks like that. What happens if I set the wear tint to that too? Oh, it gets very dark gray. Yeah, look at that. Now that actually might be more considerate of what it, you know, actually will turn into, but for right now, that's good enough for me. Okay, I think I need to make a new function here. Because I keep wanting to do one thing and it won't let me do it. So, nat layer blend multiply. Multiply. All right. Description. Multiply all material values. No. Blend via multiply. expose. Okay, so input function, base material. Multiply. Actually, you know what? Let's take a look. Matte layer blend darken. Material layer blend. Okay. Is there like an overlay? No, there isn't. Okay. Blend alpha. Alpha. Blend alpha mask. Okay, so material. This is actually going to take quite a bit. Get material attributes. Literally all of them. Except shading model. I don't think I can do shading model. So I'm just, although I could easily get away with doing just the ones I'm using, I'm going to do all of this if I can, just to make it easier. Alright. Set material attributes. Okay, so this is going to create our new blended material. And then lerp between blend alpha. Blend simple. Standard. Okay, so that times that equals that. And it's basically copy and paste. Specular, specular, specular. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, normal is going to take something unique, so we're going to kind of put that off to the side. Multiply could just do a blend corrected normal. That's probably just the easiest thing to do. Just blend correct normals. World positions. Definitely gonna, you know, collapse all this. Subsurface scattering. Ambient occlusion. I'm gonna take out custom data. Don't think I can. Yeah. Wait, what? Subsurface color. Clear coat and clear coat roughness. You cheeky bastards. Alright, subsurface. Custom 1. Custom 0. Ambient, and yes, I know I said those backwards. Okay, refraction. And then finally pixel depth offset. Pixel depth offset. Collapse nodes. Alright, apply, save. Remove from the blank. And now add to the blank. Oh. Okay, that's going to be 1, and that's going to be 2. That's better. Oop. Okay, so if that works the way I anticipate it does, that should make my work a lot easier. Alright, well, it's not yelling at me, so. So now I'm actually going to come back to these other materials. Matte layer blend multiply. Blend via multiply. There's mine. Yay, I found it. All right. So now it actually does what I freaking wanted to do. Copy that. Paste, 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 paste. At least that's the plan. Base material. Top material. Alpha material. Swap. Save. Now for nylon. Okay, have I done the rubber? Yes, I have. Alright, that's all of them. Okay, so now, okay, you know what? That is actually closer to what we wanted. I think that might actually be... Am I picking up some specular? It is! So yeah, I just had to make a new function. That was all it was. Nice. Now it's got specular back. It's actually looking darker, more in the correct, color spectrum. We're shining some lights off her butt. Yep. We're doing pretty good. All right. So let's come into the back here. I'm going to save everything. And I think I can close that blank now. Hide unrelated. Okay. Oh, this is just going so well. Oh. Okay, so we got the blanks. So, at least there's that. Synthetic painted metal 2. Do we have any of the ones that we already have done? No. So, all brand new materials. All right. Okay, you know what, guys? I have been doing a ton of work today. I think that's where we're going to end things for tonight. I have been, working really hard actually to get my computer back up and going so we can stream again. I only had like less than a day to, get it even just to this point. There's still more to do. Got a lot of other programs to install. I'm actually very happy that we got this to this point. We got them all fixed up and everything. And actually, I'm going to tell this, be movable. I don't want to get that error again. Reflections need to be built. Okay, fine. Let's rebuild the goddamn reflections. You better? You happy? Good. I'm never happy. Oh, shut up. Anyways, we got the characters to this point. They have all of their material. It is a bitch to get these materials fixed. If we could get material function instances working, which we can't, that would solve the problem very easily. As it is, we're kind of screwed. Now, we have tried the layered system, but I don't think layers can take inputs. At least, not good ones. I mean, I suppose what I could do is I could plug the materials into every single material, but that just doesn't solve the problem. I just don't know how to solve the problem other than doing it this way. And that's what I don't like. So that's going to be it for tonight. Next stream will be Friday when we're going to be doing Final Fantasy, and I do actually have that up and running. Actually, I want to take a quick look. Yeah, okay, I got it installed. So, I will have it up and running and ready to go. Hopefully the saves are, cloud supported, which I assume they are. It's stupid if they're not. If I get some time, I'm going to try and look up the editors, so we can hopefully get a Brotherhood game back to where we were. If not, I gotta do a rush job on that, and I'll just do story to get us back to that one point where we're about to assault the capital, if I remember correctly. But that is neither here nor there. Thank you all for joining me. I will see you next time for more Unreal Engine and Star Citizen and Final Fantasy next week. And I'm actually kind of surprised that Star Citizen hasn't dropped their new patch yet, but I honestly don't expect that till Friday anyways. And so that may be what we do Sunday. That we're going to do that Sunday. No, that might be what we do on... Hey. Okay, good. Yes, I can now confirm that Final Fantasy VII did actually have cloud saves. So, thank you all for joining me. I'll see you next time. Hopefully, Star Citizen will launch, and we'll probably do that Saturday and Sunday, because Star Citizen Sunday. Good night, everybody. Where's the right button?